What's up YouTube, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video I want to go over 6 stocks that as of now have a short interest of 20% or more. So I want to tell you the current short interest of those stocks, the last price on report of the short sellers, and my personal plan to take trades with those stocks in the upcoming week. So without further ado, let's get started. And the first stock of this video is going to be good old Workhorse, ticker symbol WKHS. This stock went up on Friday 0.72% and it closed last Friday's trading session at $15.61. And in the case of Workhorse, guys, the short interest as of June 24th is 24%, and the last price on report of the short sellers is $9.37. So if we say that Workhorse closed last Friday's trading session at $15.61, we can make the case that as of now, the shorts of Workhorse are having a loss of almost 40% on their short positions. That's a sizable loss, no doubt about it. So from a technical standpoint, guys, $15 is a critical area of support for Workhorse. And why? Well, because $15 has already acted as a lower support for this stock in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for Workhorse back on April 1st. And let me pull up here real quick the 1 hour and take a look at how, guys, we actually have a golden cross at $15. So we find the 50 SMA crossing above the 180 SMA on the 1 hour chart. That's a bullish sign. And we can see how Workhorse has held $15 as a lower support in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions in recent days. So I'm thinking, guys, and taking into account that we are seeing a clear golden cross on the 1 hour chart, that if the bulls of Workhorse keep on gathering momentum slightly above $15, that could be a sign that at any moment they could pull up, they could potentially pull up in order to visit the next important area of resistance for Workhorse at around $18.50. So let me pull up here once again the 4 hour and take a look at how, guys, $18.50 has already acted as a resistance for Workhorse in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So we are talking about a very important area of previous resistance for Workhorse. And if we say, guys, that as of now the shorts are having a loss of almost 40%, what could potentially happen if the bulls of Workhorse manage to burst above $18.50? That would imply a loss greater than 50% for the shorts, which could potentially force the shorts to cover, giving rise to a short squeeze in the case of Workhorse. So watch out for WKHS in the upcoming days. Keep on consolidating slightly above $15 per share. And the second stock of this video is going to be Wish, ticker symbol WISH. Wish went down on Friday 2.41% and it closed last Friday's trading session at $14.04. And guys, out of all of the stocks that I am going to break down in this video, this is by far the one that has the highest short interest, 29% as of June 24th, and the last price on report of the short sellers is at around $8, where you guys can see this red line over here. So if we say that Wish closed on last Friday at $14 and the shorts are at $8, that implies that the shorts might potentially having, as of now, an 87% loss. That's a huge loss for the short sellers of Wish. So let me zoom in here on the 4 hour and take a look at this beautiful technical detail, guys. So on June 17th, I actually called out here on the channel a possible golden cross in the case of Wish. So that day we had the 50 SMA crossing above the 180 SMA on the 4 hour chart. And guess what happened after that, guys? Wish went on a tear, and ever since it has pulled up almost 30%. So the golden cross ended up unfolding perfectly well. And what could potentially happen with Wish in the upcoming week? So $13.30 or $13.50 is a very important previous area of resistance and support for Wish. So as a resistance, $13.30 already acted back on May 6th, but it also acted as a lower support back on April 26th, and it also did it back on April 12th. So if tomorrow, guys, I happen to see Wish dropping a bit and paying a visit to the $13.30 and finding a good support over there, I am going to pick up 150 or 200 shares of Wish, in which case my price target is going to be the next important area of resistance for the bulls of Wish at around $15.31. So let me zoom out a bit over here and take a look, guys, at how $15.30 already acted as a resistance for this stock in one occasion, but it also acted as a lower support in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions before. So if I happen to pick up some shares of Wish at $13.30, and if I sell those shares at $15.30, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 13%. And mind you, guys, the second Wish happens to burst above $15.30, that could potentially force the shorts of this stock to cover their short position. Because if Wish bursts above $15.30, we are talking about a loss greater than 100%. And after Wish burst above $15.30, the next important area of resistance is at around $20, guys. That could imply a 160% loss for the shorts of Wish. So if Wish happens to burst above $15.50, and if a short squeeze happens to be unfolded, then we are talking about a trade from $15.50 up to almost $20. So we are talking about a trade that might potentially leave us with a 22% profit. So watch out for Wish in the upcoming week, either finding a good support at $13.40 and pulling up to fill the gap up to $15.32 or $15.50, or maybe bursting above $15.50, forcing a short squeeze in that case, and maybe filling the gap up to the next important, or to the other very important area of resistance for Wish at around $20. And the third stock of this video is going to be Bed Bath & Beyond, ticker symbol BBBY. Bed Bath & Beyond went down on Friday 4.36%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at $28.93. And in the case of Bed Bath & Beyond, guys, we find a short interest as of June 24th, slightly below 20%, 19% actually, and the last price on report for the shorts is at $28. So in the case of Bed Bath & Beyond, the shorts are not having a hard time. And on top of that, we got good news in regard to Bed Bath & Beyond, because this stock was upgraded by Bank of America on Thursday with a price target of $38. And that goes to show what I have been telling you guys over and over again here on the channel in regard to Bed Bath & Beyond. Out of all of the meme stocks out there, this is by far, but I mean by far, the safest meme stock in which we can invest. All right, so you guys know that you have to do your own due diligence. So let me zoom in here on the 4 hour, and you guys know that as of now I am on Bed Bath & Beyond. I purchased 50 shares at $32.23, and as of now I have an unrealized loss over here of $151, but I couldn't care less about that unrealized loss, because I have already told you that this is a very safe company relative to the other meme stocks out there. So if I happen to see Bed Bath & Beyond tomorrow or in the course of the upcoming week paying a visit to the $27.50, which is a previous area of support that has already acted as such for Bed Bath & Beyond in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 times before, but it also acted as a resistance as well for this stock back on May 26th, and it also did it back on May 27th. I am going to probably pick up 50 more shares of Bed Bath & Beyond in order to average down the current position that I have on Bed Bath & Beyond. Needless to say, rather, now that we had this upgrade by Bank of America, in the case of this stock, I am going to feel way more comfortable averaging down the position that I already showed you. So in my case, I am going to average down at $27.50 if Bed Bath & Beyond happens to pay a visit to that price. And if any of you is interested in taking a trade on this stock, that would be a very attractive spot to pick up some shares of Bed Bath & Beyond, guys. So picking up shares of Bed Bath & Beyond at $27.50 and riding them up to the next important area of resistance for this stock at around $31.90 or $32, we are talking about a 15% profit. And mind you guys, and since we got this upgrade from Bank of America, I wouldn't be surprised if Bed Bath & Beyond doesn't pay a visit to the $27.50, and if this stock happens to reverse this mini downtrend that we can see here on the 4-hour and burst above $32 and maybe pays a visit to the next important area of resistance for Bed Bath & Beyond at $37, which is an area in which the bulls of this stock failed at back on June 7th. So picking up some shares of Bed Bath & Beyond at $32 or slightly above $32, let's say $33 approximately, and selling those shares at $38 or $39 per share, we are looking at a 15% profit. So watch out for Bed Bath & Beyond next week, guys, either paying a visit at $27, finding a good support over there and then bouncing back up, or maybe bursting above $32 or $33 per share and maybe filling the gap up to the next important area of resistance for this stock at $38 or $39. And now let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment and what is going on with AMC Entertainment. AMC went down on Friday 4.66% and it closed last Friday's trading session at $54. And in the case of AMC, the short interest is still being high, guys, 26% as of June 24th, and the last price on report for the shorts is at $26. So as of now, the shorts are supposed to be having a very big loss, guys, almost 50%. I own, as of now, 50 shares of AMC Entertainment, as you guys know, because I have disclosed this swing position on AMC before. So I have 50 shares at an average cost of $61.08, and over here I have an unrealized loss of $342. So what am I thinking about in the case of AMC, guys? So $52 is still being a critical area of lower support for AMC because that price has already acted as a lower support in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions in recent days. So I still want to see, guys, AMC paying a visit to the $52, finding a good support over there, which is going to be a sign for me in order to purchase 50 more shares of AMC. And by doing so, I am going to be averaging down the position that I just showed you. Something that I don't really like, and let me zoom out here, guys, is the volume. Take a look at how the volume of AMC on the 4-hour has been decreasing. It pulled up a bit until June 15th and now it is decreasing, and for a short squeeze in order to unfold we need a huge volume. That doesn't mean actually that AMC cannot pull up on low volume, but with low volume we will not see a short squeeze in the case of AMC Entertainment. So I want to average down the position that I just showed you at $52, and we have a very important area of resistance for AMC Entertainment at $58. Keep in mind that $58 has already acted as a support, or already acted rather as a support for AMC back on June 18th, but it also acted as a resistance in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions in recent days. So let's see what happens first, guys. Is AMC going to break $52 to the downside, which would be very, but very negative from a technical standpoint, because that would imply that this stock is losing momentum? Or can the bulls of AMC take on $58, pay a visit to the other very important area of resistance for AMC at around $65, and maybe if that area of resistance happens to be broken to the upside, we could maybe see AMC Entertainment paying a visit to $70, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AMC back on June 3rd. And who knows, guys, and since the short interest is still being high, and since the bears or the shorts of AMC are at $26, is it that maybe if the bulls of AMC take on, let's say, $70, which would imply a 61% loss for the shorts, is that the spot in which a short squeeze would unfold? Maybe, who knows, guys? But in my case, I am sticking to my guns, and I am looking forward to average down the position that I already have on AMC if I happen to see this stock paying a visit to $52 and finding a good support over there. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the other very important meme stock out there, none other than Gamestop Corporation. And in the case of Gamestop, guys, this stock went down on Friday 1.32%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at $209 with 51 cents. I actually picked up 20 shares of Gamestop, guys, on Friday, so I purchased 20 shares at $209 with 61 cents, and as of now I have over here an unrealized loss of $32. And by the way, guys, I was taking a look at the market cap of GameStop, which is, as of now, and at the current prices of GameStop, at around $20 billion. And I was making some comparisons between the current market cap of GameStop relative to the revenue that this company was making pre-pandemic in 2018 and 2017. So in 2018, this company made $8.5 billion in revenue, and in 2019, this company made $8.2 billion in revenue before the COVID-19 pandemic came around. That implies that GameStop is pretty much trading as of now at 2x sales. And my question is, so when a company trades at 2x sales, that is not such a crazy valuation, but can GameStop, guys, increase its revenue in the upcoming years in order to justify being trading as of now at 2x sales? That's a tough one, guys, because I think that most people are actually purchasing video games as of now online, directly from PlayStation or Xbox. So yeah, this valuation of GameStop is implying that this company is not only going to be able to recover its pre-pandemic levels in terms of revenue, but most importantly, this current valuation implies that GameStop is going to increase its pre-pandemic revenue levels twice. That's a very, but very tough one in the case of GameStop. So what's my plan when it comes to the 20 shares that I picked up on Friday? So I have been telling you guys, and let me pull up here real quick the 1 hour chart, that $210 is a very important area of support for GameStop, and that's why I actually picked up those 20 shares. So $210 already acted as a lower support for GameStop in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. GameStop broke that support on Friday, and it happened to find support at another very important area of lower support at around $200, which has acted as a lower support in recent days twice, 1 and 2. But if I pull up here the 4 hour, you guys can see, or you guys are going to be able to see, how $200 is also a previous area of resistance in which the bulls of GameStop failed at in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So from a technical standpoint, we could expect GameStop on last Friday to find support at a previous area of support and resistance at around $200 once the lower support of $210 was broken to the downside. So let me pull up once again the 1 hour. And what's my plan, guys, when it comes to, or what would be my price target in order to close the trade that I opened on Friday? So I am looking at $246. $246 already acted as a lower support for GameStop in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions in recent days. So if I happen to be able to close this trade at that price target, I could be potentially making a 15% profit. And mind you, before GameStop pulls up to $245, we have another important area of resistance in which the bulls of GameStop have failed at in 3 occasions in recent days at around $228. $228 has acted as a resistance in recent days in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions. So I'm thinking, guys, the second the bulls of GameStop are able to burst above $228, momentum is going to kick in, and that is going to let the bulls of GameStop pull up to the former support that I just told you about at around $245, which is going to act or is supposed to act as a very important sorry guys, as a very important area of resistance for GameStop on its way to the upside. And by the way, I didn't tell you guys, the short interest of GameStop as of now is at 23%, and the last price on report is at $222. So out of all of the stocks that I am breaking down in this video, the one in which the bulls are more comfortable in is precisely GameStop. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the very last stock of this video, Clover Health. Clover went down on Friday 5.95%, and it closed last Friday's trading session at $12.97. And in the case of this stock, the short interest as of June 24th is at 25%, and the last price on report of the short sellers is at around $7.64. So if we say that Clover closed at almost $13 on last Friday, we can say that the shorts are having a loss as of now of almost 40%. So what am I thinking about Clover, guys? If Clover happens to pay another visit to $11.61, which acted as a lower support for Clover back on June 18th, but it also acted as a resistance for this stock back on April 28th, and it also did it back on March 1st, that is going to be a spot in which I am going to be probably picking up some shares of Clover. If I happen to pick up some shares of Clover at that price, then my price target is going to be the next very important area of resistance for the bulls of Clover at around $16. $16 is a price, is a level, is an area that already acted as a resistance for the bulls of Clover back on January 27th, and it also acted as a resistance back on January 11th. So if I happen to pick up some shares at $11.40 and I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of 28%. And we can make the case, guys, that if the bulls of Clover manage to burst above, to break out of $16, that is going to imply a huge loss for the bears, for the shorts of Clover, guys. So at $16, the loss of the short is going to be at around 50%. So if Clover Health happens to break above $16, what are we looking at? I mean, the next important area of resistance is going to be at around $18. That would imply a loss of almost 60% for the shorts. So watch out for Clover, guys. I think that $11.50 is a very attractive price in order to pick up some shares of Clover. And who knows, guys, maybe a short squeeze can be unfolded if the bulls of Clover manage to take on $16 approximately per share. And with Clover, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again, keep in mind, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays as soon as the market closes. In those videos, I break down from a technical standpoint both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which happen to be the most important indices of the United States stock market, but I also break down 3, 4, or 5 stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for the next trading session. So if you want to get all the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but most importantly, you need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram as well, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting information and news on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs about the stocks that are on my watch, about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information in a timely manner, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish as well, so you guys can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Monday as soon as the market closes. Peace out and keep on crushing the markets.